Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and good evening from Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. We arrived a few hours ago and now we are out on the streets to explore this exquisite city.
So, continue. Where are we going? Where are we?
Walking street,
Ah,
Hanoi, Hồ Hoàn Kiếm Lake.
so interesting.
Uh-huh.
Such a busy place.
Most famous in Hanoi, Vietnam.
Mm. It's a place, happening place, and crazy place.
This is Hoàn Kiếm Lake, also known as the Lake of the Returned Sword, a place steeped in legend. It is said that Emperor Le Loi was given a magical sword by the gods to drive out invaders. After his victory, a golden turtle rose from the lake and reclaimed the sword, returning peace to this land. Hanoi isn't just a city, it's a symphony of sights, sounds, and scents. From the steady hum of scooters to the sweet aroma of street food.
So now we are going to take a walk around the banks of the Hoàn Kiếm Lake, and we'll see how is this place. How does it look in the evening?
And today, I'm setting out to explore one of its beating hearts, the walking street around Hoàn Kiếm Lake, and soak in the spirit of Vietnam one street at a time. On the walking street, you can see there are so many sellers selling some snacks, some fruits, some savory items, as well as their own trades. But I really want you to focus on the streets. Just see how clean it is. There's no garbage, no dirt, no broken pieces of anything lying. The people here take care of their environment, and so does the government. As you can see, such a big pavement has been made for people to walk around in this area. Even though it's the heart of the city, you see people are walking here so disciplined and so well behaved. Everything is calm and peaceful without the usual chaos that we see in other parts of the world. This is something that I really think is appreciable, and Vietnamese government and the people of Vietnam are really doing a great job. While we were walking on the street, we could also see that there are some very beautiful stalls laid on both sides of the road where people are selling their handicraft items, some snacks, ice creams. And I also came across this particular shop which was selling Indian henna, and they were actually making designs of mehendi on the hands of people. Isn't that so cool to see Indian culture here in Vietnam? At the northern shore of the Hoàn Kiếm Lake sits Đền Ngọc Sơn, or the Temple of the Jade Mountain. This temple was built in honor of the national heroes and scholars of Vietnam, and it is a peaceful reminder of Vietnam's reverence for knowledge, resilience, and sacrifice. Vietnam's history is a story of enduring spirit. Through centuries of foreign rule, from Chinese dynasties to French colonizers, the Vietnamese people preserved their culture, their identity, and their dreams. The tickets to enter this temple is pretty cheap, and we got ourselves a couple of tickets to go inside and visit this particular pagoda, this particular temple. By the way, Vietnam is a land of multiple religions. Some people are Buddhists, some people are Christians, and the majority of the people are atheists. So even in this temple, there's no particular religion or particular god or goddess that is being worshipped, but it is made in significance and in remembrance of the ancestors, the national heroes, and everyone in Vietnam who sacrificed their lives in order to build the Vietnam of today. So, this place indeed is a reflection of the hard work and the endless sacrifices that were made to make Vietnam free and establish the country as we can see today. that fighting spirit of the Vietnamese people were heavily tested during the Vietnam War during the 20th century, which for the Vietnamese people is known as the Resistance War against America. It was one of the fiercest wars in the history of mankind, and the people of Vietnam, despite lacking ammunition or modern technology, simply with their determination and grit, and of course, unified strength, defeated the invaders. Under the leadership of Ho Chi Minh, or how people in Vietnam like to call him as Bác Ho, Vietnam fought not just for survival, but for reunification and for independence. Inside the Đền Ngọc Sơn, the scent of burning incense fills the air. Visitors come here not only to admire the architecture, but also to pay respects to Vietnam's guardians, those who protected the country with wisdom, strength, and spirit. In Vietnamese culture, temples like Ngọc Sơn are more than places of worship. They are living museums of national pride, spaces where history, spirituality, and daily life are woven together. Here you can see Sally is showing me the different artifacts that have been stored here in this particular temple, the swords that are linked with various legends, as well as the arms and the ammunitions that the people of Vietnam used for the various wars that they have been challenged with over the years. Everything is stored here, and people come here to pay their homage, their respect to all those people who laid down their lives for the sake of Vietnam and its people. Visiting this place is a reminder that Vietnam's victories were not just battles of strength, but also of intellect, unity, and unshakable belief in the nation's destiny. The resilience and the fighting spirit of Vietnamese people are still evident today, and it's most visible in the everyday life of people. In simple meals shared at tiny street shops, in the warmth of people who carry the memory of struggle with quiet and pride. Also, here you can see the Vietnamese version of rickshaw. Rickshaw is quite popular in India, but in Vietnam they are equally popular with a slightly different design, which makes it really unique but highly interesting. By the way, after such a long walk and exploration, I was famished. We were starving, and so we decided to head over to a local eating place. So what are we eating today?
Today we eating bún chả Hanoi and cơm rang, dưa bò.
Very delicious. Very delicious taste. Thank you so much. So much amount. Let's try bún chả. Plastic. Amazing thing.
After that hearty meal, it was time for a little modern day treat. It was time for dessert. So we headed over to Mixu, which is a Chinese brand here in Vietnam, known for its sweet, refreshing, and delicious ice creams, bubble teas, and other modern delicacies. And it's just a small reminder of how Vietnam today embraces the world while staying uniquely itself. Here's Sally ordering 2 softy ice creams for us, which looks pretty amazing, and I can also assure you it tasted absolutely delicious. So refreshing, so rich in the vanilla and milk flavor. It was amazing to eat in this warm and humid Hanoi weather. As the day drew towards a close, I was reminded that Vietnam's beauty isn't just in its landscapes or monuments, but it's in its people. Its resilience, its deep rooted peace after so many storms is evident from the people, from the lifestyle, from the local culture of Hanoi in Vietnam. The city has a way of slowing you down and making you appreciate the little things. And honestly, I'm just getting started. Next up, we will be exploring a very popular university here in Hanoi, as well as we will be exploring more food options, more delicacies, and more local lifestyle in the heart of Vietnam in Hanoi. So don't forget to stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you really, really soon. Thank you so much for watching.